All right. Let's see. Gotta check the sound. Yep. Fantastic. Wow. Yeah, I just, so I brought my friend, the air bike, into the studio because it's about close to 40 degrees outside. No, not doing that. Okay, so welcome to day 92 of 108 days of initiation with me, Sara Marie, where I'm initiating my voice, my brand, and my body, you could say. And we just shifted environment and it's starting to settle. And yesterday, I did the transmission of a lifetime. It feels like I popped something, and I'm actually going to put it in the playlist for the 108 days because it is like a before and after, I think. And after that transmission, so it's called The Body is the Technology, and me explaining why I say that. And that was a really, 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 really tough transmission because I knew I wanted to do it, but I didn't have the words. And it was just, I could feel that it was a big conversation and it was big for the body and the nervous system and everything. And yeah, I'm still processing it. So today I've been just completely in my body, just alchemizing, processing, because that was huge. So if you're following this journey, then I highly suggest you watch that episode. And yeah, if you have comments, you can comment on the video or in the Telegram group on that specific one, because I'm mentioning it here. But what has resulted in that is interesting is this massive discharge of energy in the body. It's just feels like my body is opening up so fast and like so deep. So yesterday I really had to take care of the energies. It was like I was accessing something really deep. And I also started to open up the lymphatic parts here, and I've been digging deep into these parts, and now I have like a, yeah, this, yeah, you can't see it, but it's like big and red. So it's like the face is I think it's this energy that I've been talking about, and I've been putting myself in situations where I can see that energy very clearly and how it has come up and how I navigate it and how it expresses itself. So it's really deep self observation and alchemization going on, and it's very, very exciting. It's and what's happening in the nervous system when this energy is moving freely is it's how much my body wants to move. That's why I'm bringing in the bike, because my body really wants to move, and I'm stepping into this feeling of trust. There's a very, very distinct shift with a trust fall And this all has to do with the root chakra. And this process really started when it's like I could drop the relaxation in the pelvic floor. And now my pelvis is, I've always been yeah, tilting forward. Now it's starting to establish itself here. And I'm walking from this space, and I'm doing all my exercises from this space. And this morning, I wake up so early. I go to bed early, I wake up early, and I go outside early morning, and I just sit for a long time. Just sit with the birds, and so nice. And then I went for a walk. Lucky is finally kind of landing, so I feel, and Simba is back. So, I mean, we've only been here for like 2 weeks, but she's starting to feel okay with me leaving and such. I want her to get used to that, but in a like gradually. But then this morning I went out for a walk that very quickly turned into a light run, a light jog. The body wants to move so much energy, and it wants to run like light jog in a certain position to open up the psoas muscle, and it just hits certain energy lines, and I can feel that I'm moving very particular energy, and it's this moving motion that I'm using, and it was just extraordinary. And now, so we have since we came here, we have all our homes, because that has been the center, has always been the need of the business. That has always come first. And then Simba and our energy has kind of retreated to the back somewhere in a very small part. So our energies has been very contained for these 9 years. And that is partly also why it feels like it's been, on a personal level, a very deep contraction. And with the level of work that we've been doing on top of that, and we've been in close proximity with our clients 24/7, it wasn't until the absolute end where we decided to have 3 weeks on and then 1 week off where no one was there. But I think right up until that end, there was nonstop. No vacations. No, I mean, we've just been pressure. And now we had to, I mean, we physically had to, otherwise we would have exploded. We had to move to an environment where we have space, that we have enough space for ourselves. At the farm, we did have more space, but it was so much energy there, and there was so much energy to hold, so it didn't really matter. It was so much stuff and energetics, and people were bringing their stuff, and it was, a group and our own stuff, and yeah, it was. We've been alchemizing. So coming to this place and just arriving here is a huge shift on the body. And I've been sharing about that. But then now adding this new level where Simba is back, and we are harmonizing in. So I did it for myself first for 10 days. And then he arrived and we could really ground. And what's happening now is that I can feel the stress levels there's a new shift. And after I did that transmission yesterday, then after that has been extraordinary. And it's so interesting how everything is connected and how I can open up my body this way. I'm so grateful. Like, how is this my life? So everything that I've been through has been just contractions that was in order to open up, to go deep enough to open up something in me that I have protected my whole life, because it's only protection. That's what it is. So I'm letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, just falling, trusting, trusting, trusting. And it's so nice with how the energetics are kind of shifting between the playlists. It's like I can just, this is like my processing. It's like it's the arena over here where I'm at work, and then I can be just processing and sharing it from a personal level in this one. And I feel like that feels so much fun, and showing that there's two aspects, because when I give a transmission like that, then I'm in another state. And then here, because that was what was a bit weird for me when when the energies were mixed up. So now here, people who want to hang out with me can hang out here, and the people who wants the teachings and the stuff and the transmissions, and yeah, they can be there. So it's for both, but here's more the person, and over there is the teachings. That's how it feels. But I mean, I'm over there as well. Let's not get smart assy. Oh, so today I am resting, because yesterday I was still, I can see, so I can see my efforting on a completely new level today after I did that. And yeah, the efforting is real. I can see how, it's just so, it's like I'm processing in real time here. How much compassion I have for the younger self, and you know oh, it's like didn't know what to do, and we don't know better. And I know, because I've always known my own intention. I always known who I am truly. So even if I did bad things, I knew that that wasn't my true character. And now it's like I can see in real time why those things happened, because from the space within myself that I was operating. And yes, I'm releasing guilt. That is why the trust fall is available. Because I have been holding on to guilt. And when I can let that go, a lot happens. And that enables the trust fall. And the trust fall is that's why I think it's good if you watch that transmission from yesterday, because that's really who I am and where I come from and what I stand for. And it's like my soul was speaking. I was allowing the soul to step forward. And yeah, I can see how tired I am. And that is why I've only been able to be in my body today. I've been working just a little bit, and then when I realized that I'm just gonna I was like, what do I want? If I'm following the body, if the body is my true compass, if I trust that God is within me and guiding me at all times, and it says, I think we should just be in the body because we need to process a lot from yesterday. And I would say now we need to work, that's the efforting. And today there was like, wow, I really need to just surrender to the body. And that's when long, deep meditation, just observation, just my head in the clouds, like completely shut off and just in the field, and just letting the body process. And then walking, running, moving energy. And then after that, I had a long movement practice in the pool and was moving so much energy. And then my body was just, we're going to rest today. Simba was away working all day with the retreat. And I could really allow myself to. And that's what I feel like I'm going through this incredible ride in the nervous system right now. I can really observe how it's healing itself in real time, because I can feel when the trust comes, like this velvet feeling. It's like I can access the nervous system and it's not aggravated or agitated or activated. Not from this environment and not from the past in that sense. Of course, I have to integrate a lot, but there's definitely, because I was just, the transmission from yesterday is my pipes are opening in real time. The central channel is getting unblocked in real time as I am speaking. So it's very interesting, and um, I have to integrate that. So yesterday, it was Friday. I still had some work to do, and I had to kind of I had to do what I had to do, as we do, sometimes, and we can't just put everything down. But then today, Saturday, day off, Simba away, I'm alone, and that's like, okay, that's like God sent, God given, and the guilt released, and I can fully allow my body to, I don't have to do any efforting today. Like literally. It's Saturday. And you have something to integrate from. It's like a part of me that is so deeply, it's not resistance, it's afraid. Just the fear of letting go of that efforting. It's like everything is going to fall apart. Everything, it's like, if I don't effort, things won't happen. And trustful. Because I'm not the one moving things forward. Life itself is moving things forward. The field is moving the actions forward, not me. And that's the deep nervous system. Yeah. That's been going on for many years. I'm 48. So it takes time for that raging train to fully come to a full stop. But something is happening, and I have a completely different feeling in my chest. And the pressure that I'm feeling from in and around the live streams, that is just something inside of me that is moving, that is blocking that is like doubt, or Yeah, it's just resistance. It's just fear. And I'm just moving through it. I'm just step by step taking myself in the hand and says, doing it. Ain't no, what is it? Ain't no stopping us now. We're on. You know, action is, that is manifestation. If you want something, it's in the action, but it's not always in the action, it's the inaction as well, because everything is dual. So there's a physical aspect and an energetic aspect, and sometimes they're contradictory. So, and that's what makes it fun. Once you think you figured it out, there's a little bit of twist. Little bit as the Thai language. You think you figured a word out, and then there's a, or like a, how you can rely on grammar, and then they go, no. Actually, it comes with 18 different variations that sounds exactly the same. Something like that. So you got to feel when you're going to use what. Maybe they're very connected to the field. Who knows? But yeah, so now these conversations are starting to really ground me. You see? So I'm getting, playful, happy, relaxed. So there's these formats that are really, I think that it's, for me, this is interesting because it really shows also that we are not always the same people. We are not 24/7. We are not the same, and that's okay. And we act one way. I mean, I'm one way around the house when I'm alone. Then my spirit is really coming out. And then as soon as anyone else steps in, lucky can be there, but as soon as anyone else steps in there, something happens with the frequency, and my body just knows that, okay, there's someone there. And then there's just not, something happens with me. And then bring another energy, something else happens. So I'm never the same. That's just it. And that's why it's such a luxury to be alone in the house, alone, because then I can really, be myself. And I think that most people are affected once there is, because we calibrate. We just calibrate to each other. That's just how it works. Of course, we can be very good at not calibrating with certain energies, but I think that we all feel that there's like an attention, that there's someone else there. That's just, there's just a split awareness that is like, if it was 100 when we are alone, then it's 99. It's still not 100. Maybe it can be 100. I will report if that's the case, but I'm not there yet. Oh, so these transmissions are getting really like therapeutic for me, and I think that that is the whole point, that I'm becoming independent and self-sufficient, and that's I think that's a very interesting aspect on how because I wanted to manifest, I just knew that if I start speaking live on YouTube unscripted for 108 days, my life is going to completely change. And now I'm starting to see how this is changing my life, because this is becoming like, this is my, how I, this is how I would show up with my friends. Like completely relaxed and in my own space, and no time rush, no performance. Like I don't have to do anything. I don't have to record. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I'm not gonna, This is just me time. It's you and me time. You and me. You and me time. It's where we hang out. See? I did an alchemy session just before this, just to see where are my energies, and I'm pretty tired. But it felt really good to, because I haven't done anything on the bike today, and I wanted to move that energy. Whew. Okay. Now I'm going to rest, guilt-free rest, and my body doesn't want. My body just wants to clean up everything now, diet, everything. And I'm making popcorn. I see you tomorrow somewhere on the YouTube channel. So I have decided that I will go live every day. Maybe not in this one, as I said, but I will go until there's 108 days, until we are on day 108, and that's when it will stop. And then I will only go on exactly when I want on all channels, and then see what happens, because I need to see what is it if I can set myself completely creatively free, what happens then. So I still feel like there's this waiting for, so that's why I keep showing up here regularly, because I feel that's what the body wants, and we are establishing this relationship now. So yeah, let me know what you think of the transmission. This is where I'm going to ask for feedback. So it's only going to be, a certain type of people that are going to follow this kind of conversation with me. Not everyone is going to be interested in doing that. So the people who are here are the ones who I will, because you can respond in the group. And yeah, where I can ask for feedback. So interesting to see how you, what you think about the transmission. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow somewhere, me and you on the YouTube. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my journey. I would appreciate that very much. Okay, time to go. Ciao.